for everyone who joined us today and the ones that are hopping on, hello everyone. Welcome to our Power Lunch Live. Today we will be showcasing and presenting the woman behind the Unscented Company. Anie Rouleau is a pioneering leader, reshaping the future of sustainable business. As the founder of the Unscented Company, Anie redefines the notion of clean with innovative, natural home and body care products. With a dedication to sustainability and social impact, Anie champions refillable packaging and waterless products. An advocate for the B Corp model, she promotes local sourcing, ethical leadership, and an equal opportunity for employment. Anie's achievements include appearance on Dragon Den Canada, Canada's top growing company for 4 consecutive years, and a recognition with the Young Phoenix Prize and the Trudeau Medal. An influential speaker at institutions and organizations such as BDC, C2 Montreal, UQAM, Concordia, McGill, ETS, and the University of Ottawa. She committed to mentoring young female entrepreneurs. Anie leads a B Corp certified and woman-owned business, a role she's held since 2011. Anie, welcome.
My God, Andrea, I've never been introduced like this in my entire life.
Well, I wanted to add "and live with me." Oh, wow! What achievements! This is extraordinary. You must be so proud of yourself.
I think, yes, I am, and I will admit it. I think when you look back, the steps, and this did not happen overnight.
No.
It's the course since 2016. I would say November of 2016 is when I got my first contract out of Toronto. Actually, it was Bulk Barn that purchased the company, and now I look back, and you know what? Step by step and stone by stone, we've built a business on my value, and that's what I'm proud of. It's because I didn't compromise my values, and was able to build a business that I can look and to be proud of today.
Wow. I mean, if everybody can applaud, we should. Really. I like that you kept your values and you carried your values from your personal and your community, and you brought it, you implemented it in your business as well, right?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I think it was something that when I started a business, I was 43 years old. The kids were 3 and 4 years old, and I was launching a soap company. And so by definition, a soap company, it creates one of the worst environmental disasters. It's a single-use plastic packaging. It's not just the bottle of water, it's your bottle of shampoo, your dish soap. And
right.
3, I just could not start a business without putting, as a young mother, well, maybe not as a young mother, but as a mother of young children, a business that would not address and be part of the solution. So that was my values, and that's what I wanted to do. And even if, you have a family, you do certain ways in your household, well, I came into my office and I didn't just take the hat off and become an entrepreneur.
No.
I the same vision and the same mission, and today the kids are 15 and 16.
God bless them.
I want to be able to show them that we can create businesses, keep our values, still grow a business, still be profitable, and yet the same.
Amazing. So, and what made you start the Unscented? Where did you come up with the idea? How did you start? How did you come up with the name? I have so much to ask you.
Actually, I've been tolerant to fragrances. So I thought I was alive, but since a very young age, I was doing my own laundry soaps and my own products because I could not tolerate any fragrance. And mind you, Lo, back then, 20 years ago, when you saw a doctor and said, you know what, I think the fragrance it was really unheard of because the fragrance is part of our lifestyle.
That's right.
It's such, every companies will put some fragrance, and now you walk into lobby of hotels, it's all about the fragrance.
That's right.
It's something to go to a doctor and you say, well, I don't think it really fits me, but I just created migraine to me. So just started to think about it and I said, you know what, maybe somebody else is like me. And I went and called the l'Ordre des chimistes du Québec. So really the chemistry association of Quebec. And I said, you know what, I need to meet a chemist because I'm a financial person. So there's no chemistry in me.
Okay.
I want to just develop some products. And so that did it. And I met a chemist and I said, this is what I want, an unscented product, a natural base ingredients, vegan, non-tested on animal, no coloring. Just gave them as basic. And we came up with a formula. And one morning I got up and really what happened, I had the name, the Unscented Company. And the reason is that, first of all, I wanted it in English, which in Quebec, it's something that it's a little bit difficult.
Yeah, no comments.
No, but that's it. But I wanted that name. It was not just a brand. It was a marketing positioning.
That's right.
I'm telling everyone, and this is what we're going to do. And I'm not going to become slightly scented of lavender in 5 years from now because the name is the Unscented Company. So my promise, and I pledge to my customers, I will never change. I will never add fragrance. And so that's one morning I woke up and I said, it's going to be the Unscented Company. And so I went to see my friend at a law firm and I said, I want to trademark that name. And it took 3 years.
Okay.
Because to do that, it was just a bit difficult to trademark that name, but it happened after 3 years and then I launched the Unscented Company.
There you go. I love it. I love the name. No, but the name speaks itself.
I think so. Although that being said, everyone opens the bottle and smells it. So
I think that's automatic. You know, this is like a mindset we have. It's something normal where you open a cup or a bottle and you smell it. So it's funny. I wanted to add a question that wasn't in our draft, but what does your office smell like?
Actually, smells like nothing. It just smells.
I love it.
It's true that it's part of the employment contract that it's a non-perfume headquarters. That's how I like to say it.
Okay.
But we're not the only one. I remember going to a mountain equipment co-op in BC, and when you walk the entrance, it is a non-perfume environment. And there's a lot more headquarters now that really are sensitive to that issue because to be more inclusive. And everyone needs to be working in an environment that is inclusive, and that's part of it. And so I'm not the only one, but I have to say we are just one door away from Fourmi Bionique that manufactures granola. So what does my smells like? Fresh granola.
There you go. You're not allergic to that.
I'm not allergic to that at all. There's nothing fresh flowers and chocolate chip cookies.
Exactly.
And I'm not at all against putting perfume on. It's just that at some point, from your hair to your cream to your laundry to your dish, it was just overwhelming. It is overwhelming.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's right. And I'm sure people that discovered the soap, let's say, or the product, they must think, I wonder if that cleans as good.
Absolutely.
Huh?
Oh,
isn't that
that was the first challenge I had to do because meet retailers or customers and you have natural products, well, it doesn't clean and there's no foaming. And it's too expensive. Secondly, if it doesn't smell lavender or citrus, or it's not clean. So it has a direct impact on the performance of the product. And oh, by the way, why don't you refill your bottles by buying a refill box or
well, that was a whole game changer.
Me, it was.
Yeah, it was wasn't just you came up with the unscented soap. This was more than that. There's psychology
It's a
behind it.
concept, but it was just the beginning to convince people to buy natural, to pay for the
That's
natural, to be
right.
free.
That's right. And is the product organic?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Organic are really, they're biodegradable.
Okay.
They're not organic. This is I want to say there are some organic into, I want to say, the food industry. So let's say I'm not certified gluten-free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not certified organic. I think that's for the food. In our industry, say, look, cleaning products are chemicals. They're naturally based, but the molecule, it's not coconut oil from a coconut tree that I have in the backyard.
Right, right, absolutely.
They are transformed. So for me, I leave organic to the other. I think we're going to just make sure that the natural side of the product is the highest we can. Safe also, making sure that there's no bacteria proliferation.
That's right.
Making sure that they're biodegradable.
Okay.
Making sure they as much as we can. And obviously, we want it to be vegan. And that's are what we want.
Okay, so that's the message. What is the message that you really want to pass? That it's biodegradable?
I think I want to tell everyone that they're efficient, because sometimes we say we don't think it works. So they're efficient, they're natural, they're biodegradable, they're exclusively fragrance free, and they're designed to reduce your plastic footprint. And then you pick and choose whatever suits you. I was saying in the comments that someone said earlier, oh, great, I see that the woman-owned certification is on every bottle. And I think that's another aspect of making sure we promote women-owned and we promote certified.
Right. That's right.
Every bottle on my car, on every marketing aspect and presentation.
Okay.
So we have to promote. So that's the message I have. I think there's a lot, but I think it really attracts. Let's say my first customers also very high-end restaurants, Toki and Joe Beef and McCurry, where we stand, because they, in Pizzeria 900, they wanted products that when customers would go in the bathroom, they didn't smell like something strong on their hand.
That's right. That's right. Oh, that's the word, especially if you have to come back and do something with your hand.
That's it. Or eat your pizza, or have that dish at Toki at $60 a plate. Well, you don't want to eat the experience of the food. So, and that's what attracted them.
That's true. That's a good point. I like that.
Even people that goes fishing and hunting, they want to have unscented. So, plenty of different reasons.
Oh, yes, there's plenty of people out there. They could try it. Everybody should experience it. So what are the products exactly do you sell? I know a few base, but just to share with everyone.
What we're known for was really the household care products, so the dish soap and the dishwasher tablets and the laundry. So I'm in the kitchen with the all-purpose. I'm in the laundry, so you've got your laundry detergents, you've got your dryer balls, you've got your whiteners. This is one of my bestseller.
Okay.
We have obviously all the bath and body care. So the soap, the lotion, the soap bars, and now we have our hair care, so shampoo, conditioner in both liquid and solid. So we're trying to inspire customers to adopt different products that are plastic free, that are water free. And now a year ago exactly, we launched our baby and kids line. So bubble.
How cute. Nice.
Around kids, we should have only scent free because they already smell very much. Very.
Oh, that's good to know. I love kids. That must be fun marketing those products.
That was that, the branding was just a little bit off of what we're used to do, because I wanted to include my value of inclusivity in it. So
absolutely.
It's different.
Yes. Yeah. Congratulations on the new line. So, and that was a year ago.
Yes, that was a year ago. I just wanted to launch exclusively in Quebec just to see how it goes and
Okay.
if and making sure that the customers really that the brand resonates and the product resonates with the customers. So the first one who took on is Jean Coutu, and so that's where we launched it in Avril and a few metros,
Okay.
and find Whole Food across Canada and London Drugs out west.
Okay.
So the line is now ready to go and fly on its own across Canada, and I'm going to bring it in the US. I want to say in another year from now.
Okay, all the line, or you mean just the baby product?
No, everything else is in the US, but
everything else is in the US. Okay, okay, but baby product, no, not yet. Okay,
you always want to make sure that your local companies and you understand the customers, and if there's some changes to make, that you do locally.
Yeah.
So I always do to launch more local, and after I'll go in the US with it.
Okay, that's a good tip. That's a good tip. And what's coming next? Could you share anything?
Okay. We launched a few months ago all the toilet tablets, the floor tabs. So those products that are in the shape of a tablet, compressed powder, very small, no plastic bottles, no water. So right now, the innovation will be more on that side of the business, making sure we come up with products that are 100% plastic free. But still, we need to have these products that the customers are used to buy, used to use.
Yeah.
We just need to be there to help them maybe try different products. So for me, that's going to be this year the main launch. It's going into those
Okay.
floor and the toilet.
Okay. Interesting. Wow, I knew you're going to have something coming up because you're very business minded. Mind you, this wasn't your background. You come from another background.
My God, I studied finance at the University of Ottawa, and I worked on the stock market floor. And after wanted me to join his business, where we were manufacturing equipment to build power lines. So really, transmission, distribution of electricity, completely different. And I was running his U.S. operation in Birmingham, Alabama. But the moment he sold the business, and so I was free to do what I did, and I knew it was going to be products like that, because I wake up in the morning and I know that we all use shampoo, we all use hand soap, so there's something I can do to really have a positive impact on the environment with that type of products. So
absolutely. Okay. Okay, that's great. That's nice. It's so interesting that you have another background and you completely shifted into something new. You envisioned it, you had a feeling for it, you did it. That's so interesting. Because most people, they say it's because of COVID that made me change. I wanted a shift, but no, you was before COVID.
Oh my God, yes. 2016 I launched, but before that, in 2014, I'd started to think about it and say, okay, I'm going to start my own business, and this is going to be true. And regardless, I think if I do something with a product I'm passionate about, I'm just going to lay down the foundation and take it step by step. And the kids were young, so I needed to go slowly.
That's right.
You know what? I'm ready. I'm ready. They're ready.
All right.
And changing that at 43 years old, it's also easier. I think we're wiser, where we take better decisions. And we have someone maybe in our lives that can also take that time to support the family while we start the business. Who knows? But that was my case. I was able to say, okay, I'm going to do it. And within 2 years, and now my husband works for the company. So,
wow. I was just gonna ask, who would be your biggest supporter?
Oh, obviously Stephen, my husband it is, but my family is definitely supporters. They were the one funding the business with love money at the beginning, because that's always a challenge, how you fund this. although us women in Quebec we're very fortunate. For the past, I want to say 3-4 years, great organization that really support women-owned businesses and diversity.
There's programs out there. We do have support. You're right.
Have support with it. Mind you, we still have to fight and we give up.
Nothing comes easy.
Nothing comes easy. But we do great supports here now that I'm utilizing and I'm using. But I think the biggest ones were definitely my parents. They've passed away since then, but now my brother is still on board with me.
Yay, that's nice.
Yes,
that's nice. And the kids, do you think they're going to get involved? Sorry,
I don't know. I think they're young, and I think I see their mind. It's such a great to see them grow up and look at it. What I want to say is that the business have definitely influenced them in their being more business mind, entrepreneurs, starting little projects. My daughter at 7 years old was selling slime. Back then it was a big deal. A sense of entrepreneurship, and my two different businesses is running right now, and he's in grade 11. I think that's what the business will give them. That sense. Will they? They're too young, and my dad never. I really did it when ready, and I want to give that opportunity to them. And they're very young. That's
wonderful. Yes, they're young, and they could see, and they look up to you and their dad, and it gives them they're pretty. That's great. And so then before we wrap up, a little bit of personal, because I know you're very family oriented and you love receiving and you enjoy the family. So how do you balance your family life, your personal and your professional life?
It's an easy question for me to answer because my priority has always been the family. So regardless, if I had a big contract and that took me out, I made it a fun event, bringing the kids on board, helping out, making part of a project, show them, let's say Henri William loves taking pictures. So I ask him to take pictures for the business, and it gives them experience. So for me, was my priority. And I think as an entrepreneur, a woman entrepreneur, the kids were in the elementary school. I was able on Friday afternoon to leave and go, I don't know, on their activities or go at school and watch the art class or whatever. I thought that was the best part of my job because I didn't have to ask for any permission.
That is,
and
you're right.
I think for me as an entrepreneur, it was the best to join the family and the business together. And there's always timing. It was not the right time for me to travel across the U.S. when the kids were 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. Right. Now they're out. So you know what? They're not out of the house, but they go out. So I do get a chance to work a little bit more.
That's right.
And stay, keep it as a balance. And I'm older, I'm wiser. I hope I learned something. And so.
Absolutely.
I'm done. That's it. And I've got a great team at the office also. You know, you cannot balance this and grow this without a team at the office. And now I feel like I've got a team where I can really step back for a few days. And nothing happens. Everything's fine.
Oh, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. It's such a blessing. And it's so nice that you're appreciating it. You appreciate your team, your family, all your supports. That's so important. Good for you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Anie. I really appreciate it. The time already passed, so I know everybody's on their lunch break. If anybody has questions, you can feel free to text me or DM me or Anie. And this podcast, this live will be transferred to YouTube and Spotify. So if you missed it now, you can always catch us on the other platforms.
Andrea, you're incredible. Thank you for doing it.
Thank you. My pleasure. Have a great weekend, great day, and we'll stay in touch for sure.
Sure.
Okay. Take care. Bye, everyone.